On the Junkyard. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the most anticipated episode of the Beyond the Junkyard podcast. I am Junkyard James, aka J Nice. Below we have the normal host KDAWG on the bottom of the screen there, and we got the Meat Slappers, the host of the Slapping Meat Wrestling podcast, WETOODEEP and DJWAVYD. Everybody, how are y'all doing today?
Doing fantastic. Thanks for having us.
I planned for this draft 20 minutes ago, so I'm totally ready.
I feel that.
I've been planning all day. We got the color codes. We got ranking systems going down here. We about to win this draft right here.
And so what are we talking about? We have the opportunity for 80 of the best men and women to be drafted. Well, more than 80 because we have some tag teams involved, but 80 picks of the best men and women in pro wrestling going on today. But first, we must hit some of our housekeeping rules. First off, we are a WWE shop affiliate. Our link is in the description below. We aren't like the Meat Slappers and have that nice little QR code in the corner. Instead, we represent our newest sponsor, and that is affiliate, not sponsor. They don't sponsor us. I am an affiliate of them. If you use that code on the bottom left hand of the screen, right near Wavy D's face, W.GG, code Beyond the Yard. Let's get going with this draft. All the links to everything is in the description. It's going to take a while, so let's get through the rules. 20 picks, 5 male single wrestlers, 5 female single wrestlers, 3 tag teams, 7 free picks. You can choose extra tag teams, extra male, extra female, etc. You can split factions apart. You can choose 1 or 2 or 3 of a faction. Your draft, your board. At the end, we will have just a few minutes for us to justify who is the best in of the 4 here. We did a completely non-biased, random, pre-recorded selection of the draft order, and we got KDAWG drafting first, then DJWAVYD, then WETOODEEP, and then myself, and then the second round it snakes back to where I get pick 1, WETOODEEP 2, WAVYD 3, and KDAWG 4, and so on and so forth until the 80 picks are up. So without further ado, KDAWG, your 60 seconds starts now.
All right, so as I'm trying to share all this with different wrestling groups on social medias here, I think I might surprise people with this first overall pick. I think I surprised myself. I sought guidance and counseling with my wife. I'm going to disappoint her. I do that often. So, I was thinking Microman. I really was, but you know what? I figured that's probably not going to work. Not for this instance. So, with the first overall pick, KDAWG's Championship Wrestling, KCW, you know what I ask, is going to put some blood in the mix. Some very, very thick blood. Some blood that is tribal, I guess, if you call it, raise your hand up. We're going to put the tribal chief #1 overall, Roman Reigns, is going to my wrestling promotion.
That was a bad pick.
That was a great pick, Cody. Amazing pick. I told We Too Deep that me and you would think alike.
So far, so good. I like it.
Cody, by the way, are you writing this down?
Well, I was going to type mine, but I mean, I can write all of ours. Yeah, sure. I can do that.
I got them as well in case Cody can't get them all.
Oh, good.
I'll just keep track of mine just in case. All right. So, welcome to the second pick of the first round. I'm your boy, DJWAVYD in the building, and I am selecting for the Wavy Wrestling Alliance, the WWA. All right. It's that time. So, my boy KDAWG, he took Roman Reigns. He wasn't my first round pick, but he was definitely in my top 2 round picks, depending how things fell. But there's a certain couple of people that I know won't make it past We Too Deep twice. So I got to take them now. You might look at it as a reach, but I think that they are the top of their division, the top of their demographic, and they are some merchandise sellers, and they're the top of the top, cream of the crop. It's genetics. I'm taking the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
Interesting.
Man. Oh man, fuck. He's gonna be doing this. He's gonna be doing this all night too.
All night. I'm taking your draft picks. How high were they on your board?
So it depended on how it was going to cut it, because I had them listed under women and under tag teams, just in case like you took one of them, I could have the other. But man, to be honest, I was hoping that they could make it to like pick 3 or 4, because I have other things that I want to go with here. It's not that big of a loss. I mean, it's a big loss. It's you got 2 of the top, like you said, 2 of the top in the division. With that being said, though, no fear, because these weren't the top of my women's division, but that's where we're going to start with. I'm taking the top of the women's division in all of wrestling, Rhea Ripley.
Okay. Solid pick.
That means I have the next 2 picks. And it feels a little WWE heavy early on in this draft. And so I have to change things up a little bit here. And so I'm going to pick the future of AEW, the man, soon to be 2-belt Billy, Will Ospreay.
Okay.
#1. And then nice second pick
people
back.
off my list left and right here.
My next pick is going to be, everybody's throwing women out here. So let me get a woman. Let me get a woman. No Diddy, correct. But the actual top of the women's division of any wrestler. And that is Athena, a.k.a. Ember Moon. Give it to me.
Bruh.
I'm not gonna lie, I think you might have reached a little bit.
Bruh. I'm about to do that Cam Newton meme when he was on the Patriots, just slide right on out of my, what the I mean, Osprey was a good pick. I mean, he was like round 12 on my board, but like you take them AEWs. He was the only one on my list from that company. So we pick 2 over here. We're gonna go ahead and this might be a reach to some of y'all, but we're gonna go ahead and take it. And we're gonna jump in to the men's roster here. And we're gonna whoop that Trick Williams.
Dang. What is what y'all are reaching tonight? Y'all do more reaching than Luca did last night.
Oof.
Trick Williams is the future of this business, and so we'll see what the strategy has here.
All right, Cody, you got to bring these guys back to reality, Cody. Show them how we draft out here.
Is it my turn? I thought it was your turn.
Oh, you're right. It's my turn.
I didn't want to jump in the line if that was the case.
I was putting together last minute. I was putting together my Excel sheet. This way, I could keep track. Because knowing me, I would take someone that was already picked. All right. So I am taking. Now, you guys might know me. I like getting more bang for my buck. All right. So why take one superstar when I could take multiple quality superstars? Now, this might be a reach, but I got KDAWG getting back-to-back picks after me, so I can't let these guys slide down the board. As much I'm not a huge fan of them, I got to get, you know what I'm saying, I got to get people from all over the world to watch my show, all different fan bases. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with the current group of the elite. I'm going with the Young Bucks, Jack Perry, and Okada.
Wow. Oh boy. That hurts.
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
You
that one hurts.
You were the last person on here that I expected to draft fucking the elite.
Well, I got it. You know what I'm saying? As much as I love the number one promotion in all of wrestling, I am a man of the people, and as a number one promoter and booker that I am amongst this group, it's my job to get views from all walks of life. You know what I'm saying? And as much as I don't like the elite, as maybe as much as other people, they do have a fan base and they get certain eyeballs. Not enough to get a million views on weekly basis, but some views are views. So it's all about that key demo, right? We too deep.
Yeah, absolutely. So Cody got the next 2 picks. What we got going?
Wow, that kind of throws a wrench a little bit in my plans, but now I've got a real big decision to make here. Wow.
We too deep. Who was your second pick after Rhea Ripley?
Trick.
Oh, Trick. Oh yeah, I forgot the reach of the century. Gotcha.
Now that's Athena, my dude. Athena's not even on my board. Like,
Fine, sorry, the reach of the decade.
Alrighty, for my first pick, I'm gonna pick a woman, and
I'm telling your wife.
listen, she's right here behind me. She for my first overall pick, I think she wanted me to pick Chris Statlander, and I told her I don't know about that. That might be a little too early.
Oh yeah.
But I am going to take, to me, arguably the best women's wrestler in the world right now from an overall perspective. I'm going to go Toni Storm. I think that just overall as a package, she's just got everything you're looking for. Great wrestler, fantastic character. We're going to go Toni Storm. Now for my next pick, man. I'm actually going to take another singles wrestler. It's going to be a male. And I think we're going to have two heavy hitters to start off on the top of this men's division. And we're going to go with the Ring General, Gunther.
Oh, okay. Not who I thought you were going to say. All right. I'll make this next pick very fast. I'm surprised this individual fell this far in the draft, considering he did main event 2 WrestleManias in a row. I'm going with the undisputed WWE World Champion, Mr. Cody Rhodes.
Ain't nobody want that bum.
Hey,
True that.
just look the storytelling I'm putting in. Look the storytelling. Cody Rhodes versus the New Elite. Yo,
Bro, SmackDown boring as shit.
you said
I'm just being
SmackDown, not
honest.
Cody Rhodes. You said SmackDown. That's because of your
But Cody's
bloodline.
boring as shit. Cody's boring as shit too. That title lost all relevance when Roman lost it.
That's because of your new bloodline 2.0. Don't blame that on Cody.
Hey, speaking of this, let's do a little shameless plug before my next pick. Tune into the Slap and Meat Wrestling podcast tomorrow. That's exactly what we're gonna be talking about. So the new bloodline, how boring this shit is. So just check it out tomorrow. But with that, we gotta give Trick an opponent here to go against. So let's do it by giving him a familiar opponent, Braun Breaker.
Okay.
Interesting pick.
I need to redeem myself, it seems, from the reach, as you say. And I like Wavy D's thinking here on more bang for your buck, more for less, utilize the pick. And so I'm going to take, and as much as I love Jack Perry and Matt and Nick Jackson and Okada, there's a heel team that is so much better in AEW. And that is the patriarchy
Oh, that's
of
what I was
Christian
thinking.
Cage,
One of
Kill
four
Switch,
is good. The rest of the 3 are reaches beyond reaches.
and Nick Wayne. That is a good third round selection in my opinion. And so we go to the 4th round, and we have a lot of AEW representation. We have a lot of AEW and WWE on this top 12 picks. But I think it's time to stretch further outside of the United States, where I'm going to pick
Canada?
my next guy. And that is the one, the only, one of the best up-and-coming stars in all of pro wrestling. Shota Umino.
How do you spell that?
UMINO. Well, see, that was a 14th round pick.
UMINO?
No, sir. No, yes, UMINO. No, sir. Shota Umino is an underrated pick.
James, before I get my next pick, I just want you to know, of your picks, only one hit my board. The other ones were so far down the list of consideration that I think all of us were like, "What the hell's going on?" Oh,
But if you listened to what I said last week on the podcast, I said I was throwing names that nobody would think of because I think outside the box. This is a good draft. Y'all may not think so, but
nobody would think of or nobody would know.
Shota Umino is going to be. He's been on 2 Forbidden Doors. He's been on Dynamite several times. He is a well-known talent with a legendary father by the name of Red Shoes. Give him the respect he deserves.
Hey, I'm just happy that this is up to fan vote. Maybe there's fans out there that I don't know watch the show.
right. But oh my! I completely lost my point because I'm laughing over here. But I just want to appreciate you all for letting my first 4 picks go the way that I want it to go. Because my 4th pick, everything didn't go to plan because Wavy D over here took pick 5 from me in Belair and Jade. But that's okay. We can recover from that. But pick 4 is another familiar face to me, at least, to the rest of the roster. And that's the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov.
Oh, I think we'll say Dragon Lee. I was good. Dragunov. All right. Not gonna lie, Ilya Dragunov, he might have reached a little bit, from my personal opinion. All right. Now, as far as James Conn over there, I'm loving your drafts. All right, you're helping me get some draft picks I didn't think would reach.
I remember what I was going to say now. I didn't remember what you said last week because I was too busy watching the Celtics, kind of like the rest of America was last night, which is why your ratings fucking tanked last night. But we ain't going to talk about that.
As he talks about it. See, James, I was going to bring it up. I was content on leaving that in the CWC Discord. All right. As of my next pick in the Forbidden Door draft, I might have to go a little more casual. All right. I might be a little casual. Might, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully this guy, when he returns, he picks up where he left off as far as his in-ring work. You know what I'm saying? He's still got roughly, we'll say 8 to 10 years left in the tank. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to be one of those wrestlers who pushes his body past the age of 50. I'm looking at the man, Seth Rollins.
That's a good pick. That's a pretty good pick right there.
Yes, I go casual before I went a little deeper in the bag. I got to balance on my casual and my deepness.
It is a sausage fest over the last two rounds, y'all. Let's get some women in here. Come on now.
Well, you're reading my mind, James, because
to be fair, before you give this pick, to be fair, we've already named. Well, you've named like 15th best woman wrestler in the planet, but the rest of us have named the rest that are worthy of being picked in the top 5.
I mean, he did pick the patriarchy, which has Nick Wade's mom.
Yeah, she's like ranked 1,000th on my list. So
you're not giving Nick Wade's mom enough credit.
Continue, Cody. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah. Well, James, you happened just to read my mind of where I was going with my next pick. You know, on this roster, we're going to need to have somebody who has, we're going to have people that fight each other and create storylines. And I would love to see what this incarnation of Toni Storm against a well-established female wrestler who's not really TV, but is a big overall female women's wrestler, only wrestler in the world. So let's welcome on over to the KDAWG Championship Wrestling Organization. Becky Lynch will be joining us. I think she will fit in very nicely over there. And I've got the next pick, and we're going to go even more casual that I think will actually really help us reach some audiences here. We need a tag team. Let's go get a tag team. We are going to knock this one off the board. So welcome on over Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Day,
Wow.
joining KCW.
How am I being out casualed by the most hardcore fan here?
No, Cody. I don't know if you're watching Raw the past few weeks. They're on the verge of splitting up.
That's okay. That's why they're coming over here. I'm getting them before they split up. Trying to think ahead. Stay ahead of the curve.
All right. I think I got a little wiggle room before I have to give Bianca and Jade some opponents. Let me build up in my opinion, what really sells tickets in the wrestling scene. All right, we got to build that men's division. All right, and now this guy might be the best talent that AEW has put on their TV in the last 5 years. All right, not mentioning Rey Mysterio in that one-off appearance at the pay-per-view, but this guy, I think, is the best. Yeah, the best AEW has to offer. We're taking the newly returned MJF.
Now I feel dumb. How the fuck he not on my list?
That's a good pick right there.
So I just want to recap here with Cody taking the New Day. Yeah, good job. But we're gonna go that same way. You know, when Wavy D picked the Elite, he said some bang for his buck.
No.
And we're going to get a lot of bang. In fact, I know we're sponsored by Dubby, but we're about to get a lot of bang over here.
No, I wanted these guys.
And that means the bang gang, the Guns, Jay White, and Juice Robinson.
Ouch.
Darn you. I wanted them. I thought they would last another round.
Yeah, that one definitely hurts. I was hoping that they would fall a little bit further down, but that's a really solid pick there.
Where do I go? I guess I got to include the second best wrestling promotion in the world on my team, WWE. I guess I got to include them on here. And so with that being said, I said Athena was the best women's wrestler. And I think that's the truth, because pound for pound, she's the best in the ring in the women's division. But there's a woman that I love so deeply in the WWE system who is the best performer in all of WWE. Give me the one who corrupted Dom Dom. Give me Liv Morgan.
I thought he was going to say Rhea Ripley.
Jamie, I'm going to be honest with you. Morgan was not on my list at all.
Really? I think she's doing really well as champion. I thought
Cody
her
Rhodes wasn't even on
segment...
my list either, so there you go.
But then I'm gonna get a little bit of help also from the WWE roster, because we're leaving out just the best wrestler in WWE today, and that is the man, Drew McIntyre.
I think it was Becky Lynch.
Solid pick.
All right, so we're back here. We got to get the Bang Bang Gang someone to fight against me. So,
swear to God,
we're gonna get a little bit more bang for our buck here with this tag team, and I'm glad the draft is tonight, or else this team may not be together to draft, and that is Alpha Academy, where I grabbed Chad Gable, Otis, Tozawa's deep, Maxine's, you know, maybe early for her, but for the rest of the group, we got a decent team with the Alpha Academy here.
Well, James, it's okay. Not James, Cody, it's okay. I know you thought WETOODEEP was going to take your pick, but it's actually me who's going to take your pick. Give me the rest of Judgment Day, which is
that's not where I was going, but that was...
Dominic, Finn, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor. Question: does R-Truth count or no?
If you want me to be an honorary member, sure, why not?
I'll take Judgment Day minus R-Truth.
So that's not who I was thinking of. That was very, very close of who I was going to go with, but luckily enough, this lasted a whole nother round. The theme of getting the best bang for our buck, and we're going to bring on over here the House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, Buddy Matthews, and Julia Hart over to KCW. So now I guess I am back on the clock again. So now we have 3 females on the squad, which is great. And
now, actually, let me clarify here. Here. If Julia is part of the House of Black, she doesn't count as a female single wrestler. She counts as part of the tag team.
That's fine. I still have.
That make no sense though, because that's not how real wrestling works.
This is like Whose Line Is It Anyway, where the rules are made up and the points don't matter. Okay.
So now, AEW's World Title Division.
No, it makes a perfect sense. I promise you. We're going to go with another singles wrestler. And this time we're going to stick with the WWE. We're going to stick with the WWE here, and with Gunther and Roman on the list. Not sure if we have a true face of the men's side. So let's go ahead and add a face to the men's side. We're going to get a little yeet up in here. And we're going to take Mr. Jey Uso.
Okay. Now, I did just discover or think of a pick, but this pick probably won't. I'll probably take them around round 20. I think they're gonna last pretty late. But in the meantime, I know we were talking about might be the best wrestler in WWE, as James was saying when he took Liv Morgan. But I'm taking a wrestler that's not even on the main roster. Someone who Liv Morgan can't even lace her boots, as some might say.
I swear to God, if you take who I think you're...
I'm taking Roxanne Perez.
Ooh, thank God.
You motherfucker!
How do you spell it? Rox. Is there an E at the end of Roxanne?
Yes.
Yes, there is. So, because I got uncomfortable there, we're going to go ahead and pick this person because in our WWE little draft we had when we picked brands, he stole this person from me. And so I got to make sure I get this person because I haven't picked a woman in a while since pick 1. So let's just go ahead and add an opponent who's going to be the future of this brand eventually. Sol Ruka.
Oh, yeah, you got her.
Who?
He said, "Oh, Sol Ruka." She has the
Who the hell is that?
She got one of the nastiest cutters in the games, Cody.
The best finisher in the game, she'll snatch your soul right out of you.
How do you spell it? Who is this?
Sol Ruca, SOLRUCA, or the 2 C's, something like that.
Just one C. Sol Ruca.
Look at her
Pick
finisher,
somebody from
Cody.
MLW. Who is that?
No, she's a former gymnast out of the University of Oregon. So
She's currently NXT
Gotcha. So
superstar.
you got her from Ohio Valley Wrestling. Gotcha. Perfect.
James, I mean not James. Cody, look at her finisher. You'll appreciate her finisher.
Okay. I'll have to look her up. I'm generally curious as to who in the hell this is. Is she on NXT? Is
Yes.
that what I'm assuming? Okay. Okay, fair enough. Continue. I don't mean to trash that.
Y'all can keep the banter going because I am
Still thinking.
still thinking
There
about
we
this
go.
pick here.
Go ahead. I'm pretty sure that John Schuyler's on the list if you're still looking for a heavyweight guy.
Or Zack
So-
Sabre Jr.
Zack Sabre Jr.
I think I'm gonna pick a good, nice, great tag team to bulk up the tag team division here. Because right now my only tag team is the Patriarchy. So I need a dominant workhorse tag team. And eventually in the next, hopefully, couple months, we see this team make their official debut in AEW. Give me Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
All right, do you think, my G?
Before your
I
next
don't know
pick-
on my list either.
before your next pick, I'm gonna quote. I think it's Billy Madison. Today, Junior. Damn, that took forever to explain.
Thank you for the Adam Sandler shout out, Randall. I appreciate that.
And then before my next pick, I just gotta say, this is fucking delicious. You should go get some Dubby. At
How about sending your
W.GG.
co-host here some samples? That'd be great.
Use the code Beyond the Yard, and you can get 10% off your order.
How much
And,
did you pay for
help-
yours?
Huh?
How much did you pay for yours?
This came in a 12-pack, and it was like $45.
Oh, okay. I thought you got like a really good deal. Anyways, you're about 20 or 15 seconds away. Go ahead.
And so, anyways, back to wrestling here. I think I'm going to make another shock pick right here for some people.
Oh,
And that is going to be who I think might be the best wrestler in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And that is the one, the only Tetsuya Naito.
You want to spell it for us?
T-E-T.
N-A-O. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
T-E-T-S-U-Y-A-N-A-I-T-O. Tetsuya Naito.
So this dude, he does what he at least he gets his motivation, and from somebody, and he does what Tony Khan's done over the last 5 years, and he hypes everything up as the greatest thing ever, and then heavily disappoints. So we gotta continue building up this roster here, and I'm comfortable with the guys that I have right now. No Diddy. And so we got to add the women's roster, and how the fuck this person hasn't been taken yet. I left her here for the taken, but we're sitting here talking about best ever, best in WWE. We're forgetting about one who's been out, but she's about to make her return. And I'm here in Flair country. So everybody give me a 1, 2, 3. Woo! Charlotte Flair.
Woo! Charlotte.
You can
Angelica
take Charlotte. You can take Charlotte, Cher, whatever her name is. That's fine.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Charlotte Flair, decent pick. was on my board, on my draft board. You know, I have no physical draft board. It's a mental draft board. She was not on my mental draft board. But with my next pick, I am taking a faction, actually. Another faction. I'm Mr. Bang for his buck. All right. I'm going to need someone to feud with the Elite. I'm going to need someone to feud with the Judgment Day. All right. Now, one of these wrestlers, according to the dirt sheets, you know, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but WWE is showing interest in him because his contract is running up. Oh, Jay, I mean, who they picking?
Evidently, somebody has an idea.
If it's who I think it is, I was literally about to pick this fucking faction if it's who I think it was, but I picked Charlotte instead. So
All
continue.
right. I am taking these boys. Death Triangle of Pac, Ray Phoenix, and
It's not who I thought it was.
Penta El Zero. All right, I'm taking Death Triangle. So rumor is that Penta's contract is running up. And he's getting a lot of eyes from WWE and possibly bringing him in.
You can have him. He's not who I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be someone else.
He's one of my favorites over there in AEW.
It's a good thing you got him with the Elite. They can have their fucking super kick party for 15 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, their steel cage match from All Out 2022 was still one of the best steel cage matches ever.
So imagine Death Triangle versus the Judgment Day. Finn Balor, Damian Priest.
I can behind that.
Ooh. JD McDonough versus Ray Phoenix? What are we talking about right now? Finn versus Pac?
Haven't we already got Finn versus Pac in NXT?
Yeah, so we're going to relive the glory days.
Man. I have got some interesting decisions to make here as to where I'm going next, whether I'm going to go with another tag team, if I'm going to go with another woman, another male. Let's actually stay with the male side of things, and I'm going to need another face because I've got Gunther and I've got Roman. Those can be the heels, and I've only got so far Jey Uso is my face, so I'm going to have to need another face here, and I am gonna go this direction. I don't know if you guys like to play games. This guy likes to play some games, and it's not Triple H. Don't worry about it.
He's Booker of the Year.
But when you ask whose game is it, it's L.A. Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome LA Knight on over to the KCW.
That's a very, very bad pick.
No, it's not. It's a very good pick. It's great in the ring, great on the mic. What else do you want?
Yeah, what else do you want?
Yeah, what else do you want? With the next pick, we're going to go. I've got a couple tag teams here. I'm going to wait maybe another 2 rounds, maybe another round for one of those. So we're gonna wait on that. We're gonna go get a female. It's gonna compete for this women's division. One of the better women's wrestlers in the world, and it's gonna be a very good attraction to the women's division to fight with Toni Storm, Becky Lynch. We're gonna go get Io Sky.
Okay.
Thank God you picked the other Japanese woman. Woo!
Listen, you got a thing for some of that, but I'm not going to steer in that direction because that'd be really reaching.
So you want Io Sky is to have all of damage control?
No, just Io Sky. Damage control.
Gotcha.
I feel they don't need each other. Fresh start.
Let's see. Okay, now that we're at the halfway point of the draft, okay? We each selected 10 people, Cody got 11, but, we each at, 10 people. We're at the halfway point. Do I start reaching here for my favorites? You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Sure. You're getting ahead of yourself. I think this is round 9.
No, we're on round 11.
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is round 9.
No, that was my fault. See, the way I got my Excel sheet set up is that I skipped column or row number 2 to put space between our names and our draft picks.
You're all good. You're all good.
I am a little off.
You just confused me a little bit. Just want to make sure I didn't miss something.
He's like, hold on, wait a minute now.
All right. Now, I remember going back and, James was talking about, he said Athena was the best pound for pound wrestler in the business. Well, I'm going for someone who has more pounds. All right, she's a bigger pound for pound wrestler. If you know,
Oh God,
more pounds, more wrestling, more fun. Six Flags.
No.
All right.
Oh boy.
If she ain't 280, she ain't a lady.
Exactly. More cushion for the pushing, as some might say. I'm going with a tag team, actually, though. I'm going with Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. Boom.
This man got a thing for Piper Niven. Gonna pick her to win the title from Bailey this weekend, and then gonna pick her here. I don't know about that one, my dude.
I think we get upset. Chelsea Green. Not Chelsea Green. Piper Niven goes over Bailey.
So we're gonna continue here. We're gonna continue in with the tag teams here because we got Alpha, we got Bang Bang Gang. Well, that's a lot of people combined. So we're gonna get one of the larger tag teams out there from TNA. That includes our TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Darn it.
That includes the women's tag team champions in TNA, and I'm pretty certain the men here are the tag team champions as well. That's the System. That's Moose, Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, Masha Slamovic, and Alicia Edwards.
I call judgment call. Based on TNA's official roster website, the System only has 4 members. Moose, the men's tag team, and only one of the women.
Masha just joined on Thursday.
All right, I'll allow it.
Okay, solid pick.
Very solid.
Name those names again. Masha, Alicia, Moose, and who?
Eddie Edwards and
Edwards.
Brian Myers.
And Brian Myers, a.k.a. my WWE casuals, Kurt Hawkins.
Okay. All right, my turn, right? Hold on. I'm color coding all of this, so give me a second here. Who's my next pick going to be? The New Japan Pro Wrestling roster is just loaded with talent, if y'all didn't know.
I hear Show and Yo are just fantastic tag team if you want to pick them.
They're no longer a tag team
3K.
anymore. They broke up. They're no longer a
You
tag
can make
team.
them in a tag team again. It's fine.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Because, man, this guy's probably going to WWE soon. But he is awesome. 203 centimeters high, 264 pounds. Give me Hikuleo.
I'm sorry. That's
Hickey Leo.
that's Tala. That's Tala Tonga. Excuse me. Tala
What a weird name.
Tonga. Yeah. Well, it's his middle name, so it is what it is. They just spelled it different.
It's got a weird name.
So Hikuleo. I don't even know how to spell that, but
Hikuleo.
Hikuleo. Hikuleo.
Sorry.
And I get another pick. This will be my 10th pick. And man, this is tough. There's so many good wrestlers in the world. I got to get another tag team. So I'm going, and quite honestly, I'm kind of shocked this tag team is still here. Now, in person, this tag team is going to be put on a shelf for quite a while. But they're my 10th round pick. Give me FTR.
Okay.
I was hoping they would stay a little bit further down, and they did not.
So it's been a while since I picked a male singles wrestler. So I think we got to add to this roster. Where we got Trick, we got Braun, we got Ilya. We got some aggression, some size. So we're gonna add some more of that, some more aggression and size by taking the Nigerian ruler of the world, Obafemi.
Who?
Obafemi.
Oh, I thought you already said the name. I wasn't paying attention. It was a big pause. I was getting my next pick ready. Well, as I research my next pick over the next 60 seconds, We Too Deep, do you want to tell us about your Obafemi pick?
What would you like to know about my Obafemi pick?
Tell us why you picked him.
Because this dude's a fucking beast. Played track and field at Alabama. Has come in, wrestled less than 2 years in his entire career, and this dude's fucking a giant. He's a beast. He's taken to it like a pig takes the slop, which is really easy. And he has a character. He can cut promos. He can wrestle. Dude's just a fucking giant.
All right. I'm glad you told us about your pick. I got my next pick. All right. If you thought Athena was the reach of the century, I'm about to give you the reach of the century in more ways than one. Okay? What did you say, James? Your mic was muted.
Reach for the sky, boy.
Oh no, not that much of a reach. A little better of a pick. I gotta show some.
Is
love
it the
to
learning tree? Is it the learning tree?
No. All right. So this wrestler has a valet. Can I take the valet as well?
Sure.
All right. I'm taking Jamaican Joe and Lil Chola from Micro Wrestling Federation.
You're being serious. It's not a troll.
I'm taking them.
You said Jamaican Joe.
Yeah, Jamaican Joe and Lil Chola.
I like the pick. Let's show some appreciation to the smaller companies. More to come from me here in the second half of the draft.
Yes, sir.
Hey, who's the world champion of that Ugandan Wrestling Federation? I'm gonna take him with my next pick.
Wait, you talking about this? You talking about this fake ass Kofi Kingston?
Yes, Jamaican Joe, the high flyer of Micro Wrestling Federation.
Who was Ian? What was the other person's name on that Micro Wrestling show? Pinky and Psycho. That might be my next pick.
Psycho.
Wow. Okay. This round just took a
Bro,
720. That's not even a 360. That's just completely one opposite.
This took a 180, went down, went back up again.
Oh man. Okay. Let's get back to reality, I guess.
While you're still thinking, every other indie wrestler in the world, how do you feel knowing that Jamaican Joe got picked before you did?
Man, White Mike deserves better. Come on now. White Mike. He should have been picked now. Okay. I'm gonna pick another tag team. The one I wanted to pick, James just took, so that's okay. Did Theory and Waller get picked?
They have not. What the hell are you doing?
Well,
Oh, okay.
let's go ahead and take them. Theory and Waller, welcome on over.
A-Town Down Under, official team name.
There you
Wow,
go.
before your next pick, let's recap the first half because I think it's been a pretty interesting first half. As you can see, this is my list that I have. It's color coded. Let me move this down so we can see everybody. All right, so Cody started the draft off with the biggest reach of the draft, and that's drafting Roman Reigns first overall.
Hey, sir, I just got a question. Why did you just give AEW's color to Theory and Waller? They're on SmackDown, my guy.
No, that's tag team colors.
Oh, I'm a little retarded. Sorry.
For people to see the system, light blue is singles men, pink is single women, and orange is tag team. Anyway, Bianca and Jade got picked. Rhea Ripley got picked. I got Ospreay and Athena back to back. Greatest combo in the entire draft. Trick and then the Elite. That was a good pick there. The Elite early on. Tony Storm. And y'all can see this. I'm going to ask this one question before Cody's next pick. Best pick of the draft so far would be fill in the blank.
Jamaican Joe and Little Chola. That might be. That might be it. That might be it.
I'm just saying.
It really just depends on how you're looking at it.
You
looking for like right now? Are you looking for future?
You gotta try to get a little bit of entertainment for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get something that's gonna tickle everyone's fancies. You know what I'm saying?
I'm picking up what you're putting down, man. That's an interesting strategy.
I think I gotta give you guys a chance to catch up in draft picks. I feel like my roster is so amazing right now that I gotta take a couple picks off to let y'all catch up.
I hear you. I'm ready to go with the next pick for the KCW, and in a way, this could be a reach. In a way, I feel like maybe this guy probably would have been taken if this was a couple years ago, very early overall. But the man's been out, and this is a hypothetical draft where everybody's healthy, I guess, in a way. So we are going to welcome on over. If I was Justin Roberts, I'd have 15,000 catchphrases for this guy, but I'll just say that he thinks he's from, but he's really not, North Carolina. We're going to go with the man, the myth, the legend, Kenny Omega.
I swear Cody reads my mind because I was literally about to take this motherfucker.
Thank God for that.
Now, I do need some competition for Jamaican Joe. All right?
You do.
I do need competition for Jamaican Joe.
Swaggle.
So, on my house, at the house shows, at the live events, he's gonna need someone to go against.
Omos, my dude, Omos.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna need like maybe a mentor to look up to. All right. So
Omos, literally.
I'm drafting
everybody.
The LWO. And Rey Mysterio. Imagine Rey Mysterio versus Jamaican Joe. Zelina Vega versus Mysterio. The whole LWO.
Okay.
Now imagine Mysterio and Zelina Vega versus Jamaican Joe and Lil Chola.
That's a true forbidden door right there.
Bucket trip.
Can you give me everybody in that
So LWO is currently Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, Zelina Vega, Cruz del Toro, and Hakeem Wild, or how you ever say his name. And Eddie Guerrero.
All right, so back to reality here. Man, that was a fun couple rounds there. Can you believe that Jamaican Joe got picked for Kenny Omega? That's crazy.
I can't.
But
Can't believe it.
We're gonna round out. You know, if you look at my men's roster, you know, you got Braun, you got Trick, you got Oba. They've been doing this like a collective, like total 6 years total. You got Ilya, which is a little bit of a veteran presence, but we need a true locker room leader in our to be the veteran that the youngins can look up to. A true locker room leader who wears his heart on his sleeves. They love him in the Windy City. His name is CM Punk.
I don't even think I had him on my draft board, to be honest with you.
Sorry, I was doing some research on who I should pick next, and I think you're gonna like where I'm going here. All right, I have my men's roster pretty well rounded. So, give me Mina Shirakawa of Stardom with that pick. And then with my next pick, give me Mariah May to round out my 12th round selection.
Seeing that the host isn't gonna address the elephant in the fucking room, where the fuck did Cody go? But with that, I guess we can zoom in. I don't know what it is with this fucking show, y'all's internet sucks. But we gotta fill in some more here. We took 2 picks ago. We took Oba, which is our North American champion. So we got to fill out this women's roster. We're also going to draft the women's North American champion, Kalani Jordan, to fill Cody back to fill Cody in on what he missed. James drafted Mina Shara, whatever her name is,
Sharakova,
and Mariah May were his 2 picks, and then I just picked Kalani Jordan.
I wrote Kalani James. The other goat. Now,
Okay. All right, thank you for catching me back up.
Kalani Jordan is a good pick, but she's not the best what NXT has to offer. Okay, you might have got yourself Sol Ruka and Kalani Jordan, two pretty good NXT talents, but I already got Roxanne Perez. And as you know, as I said multiple times throughout this draft, I like getting my bang for my buck. All right. I'm going to get the future of WWE Women's Wrestling, future NXT Women's Champion, future multi-time WWE Women's Champion, a future Royal Rumble winner, a future Money in the Bank winner, and a future No Way Out main eventer. All right. I'm taking Thea Hale and Chase University.
Damn, the whole team?
Yeah, the whole team. And for you, James, so you can write it down, the members of Chase University are the leader, Andre Chase, the star of the group, Thea Hale, the tag team heads of the group, Duke Hudson and Riley Osborne, as well. Okay, can I count their associate, Rich Holland?
I would count it because technically he's been part of the group the last like month, so I would count it.
The muscle of the group, you know what I'm saying? Rich Holland. How you feel about that pick, We Too Deep?
So I mean, they were on my board, but I thought there was another NXT team you're about to take, and yeah,
What, the metaphor.
that's part of it. But there's another one that I'm not gonna give it to you.
I mean, I got another pick before you. I might get my hands on it.
All right. I am going to tap my toes. Seems like we had a little bit of a run on the ladies. I guess I will tap my toes back into that since we've only got a few. Need to have a couple more to bolster up the roster. I am going to take with my next pick. This might be a little bit of a reach. I don't think so. I think this is the spot for her right here. We're going to welcome on over Chris Statlander to the team. Join us, and then we're going to go back out and get a tag team right around. But I'm actually going to take an entire faction. I have not done that. There's not many left, I think, but we're gonna take one here. Kind of with it, but I'll take the talent pool. They got a good collection there. I'm going to turn them around and actually make them a much better group because everybody's healthy here. I'm going to take the entire Undisputed Kingdom. I'm going to take Adam Cole. Going to take Roderick Strong and the Kingdom of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett.
I just want to confirm. You said Statlander was your first pick, right?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. I might need clarification or a judgment call on this pick, okay? Because these three individuals are closely associated together. Now, they don't have an official faction name, but they have been by each other's side for the past about 3 months on TV. I need a ruling on Jada Parker and Out the Mud. We Too Deep, you're my XT guy.
I'd count it.
I mean, technically, she's the leader, so
That's what I'm saying. All right, yeah. So I'm taking Out the Mud, Jada Parker and Out the Mud. You know what I'm saying? If you need to know their names are boom. Where'd it go?
I got you. It's Bronco Nima,
Yeah.
Lucian Price, and the only person that I would have drafted this team for. She's the real future, Jada Parker, and this is the team I was talking about. Fuck.
I'm just saying
right.
that tag team though is not nothing to shake your head at. Those boys.
I mean, they're good,
nice.
but they're good. But I would have waited to like pick 20 to get them if it was just a tag team. You're drafting Jada Parker. That's the value.
Yes.
What are the men's names again?
Bronco Nima and Lucian Price. And while you're taking forever to do that, we're gonna add another tag team. This will be 4 for us, and this is probably where I'll end with my tag team since he just took him. And it's newly returned tag team taking over NXT. Kind of hope they show up on Saturday because it is in their home country, and that is the Gallus Boys: Mark Coffey, Joe Coffey, and Wolf Gang.
Okay. Gallus.
All right, let's see. All right, let's go back and run through the WWE for a minute, because I mean I haven't put a lot of WWE people on my team. And that's planned, by the way. But I think I'm going. This might be considered a stretch by some, but almost all my picks have been aimed at a particular audience. I'm going to break away and give something for somebody else. He's on social media causing a stir right now. He is the current WWE United States champion. Give me Logan Paul. And then
Great pick. That might be your best pick of the draft.
And then I'm going to take a little bit more of a stretch. Because I'm going to take someone from WWE that I actually kind of like. And I said in the Discord the other night that it's best for business when she's on the screen. Give me Lola Vice.
Well, I thought you said that was just a troll. You said that on Monday. You were just trolling.
You did say that, sir. So which one is true?
Both can be true in and of the same thing.
All right, so now that I'm back on
I'm sure about that.
but now that I'm back at the podium, let's add another singles men's talent here to the roster. We got our top of the card, Trick, Braun, Ilya. We got Oba and Punk. Let's add some more here, and just drafted this person's girlfriend. So let's go ahead and put him on the roster as well. And that is my guy he don't miss, Carmelo Hayes.
Okay. Not a terrible pick.
Is Trick and Hayes going to have another bad feud again?
Oof.
Or Hayes and Dragunov have another good feud. You're going very NXT future heavy over here. Okay. Let's see. I got clarifying questions. So, as far as my women's singles wrestlers, you counted Roxanne as a single, Piper as a single, and Jada as a single? Or how do you count my women out?
Did you take Piper and Chelsea or just Piper?
I took Piper and Chelsea.
So would that be a tag team?
You ever take them as tag team or single women? I could do either.
I have it coded as a singles wrestler, but
And
simply because would it not? Does Chelsea wrestle? Like I always assumed she would. Okay, I put it down. Okay,
they are former tag team champions, right? And then you got Bianca and Jay as a tag team, right? It was cut off on my screen. All right, so right now I got what? Roxanne as a singles wrestler. I think that's it because I got Jay Parker as part of Out the Mud. That's like a faction. And I got Thea Hale as a faction. So I guess I'm going to go singles female wrestler here. Threw a little wrench in the plan, but that was my misdrafting a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the okay, let me shoot, I guess I'll use all 60 seconds of this. Actually, I'll take who I was going to take. Actually, no. I'm taking Jordan Grace. I was going to take someone else and, think about the women a little bit longer. But I'm going to take Jordan Grace. TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace.
All right. I am gonna go with another woman single wrestler as well. I'm gonna take one that we haven't seen in a while, but hopefully very soon she will be back in the ring. We're gonna take Jamie Hayter here, and then we're gonna pick up yet another singles wrestler. I don't know how this guy has made it this far down, but you know what? We're going to take him. He's got a couple more years left in him. One of my all-time favorites. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, is going to head on over to the KCW.
All right. Now, you took AJ Styles. I thought you were going to take the club as well, but
Nah, just AJ.
all right. I know these guys got a name to them, but I'm not as familiar with their in-ring work, so I'm gonna stay away from them just because I feel like they could be appreciated in another promotion. You know, say whether it be KAW or James's Lee promotion. I feel like you guys might be able to appreciate them better. So I'm gonna leave them on the board for you guys. But in the meantime, only if this draft was maybe 2 weeks later, I can get more bang for my buck. But for now, I'm just gonna take the newly returned Wes Lee.
Okay.
All right, so back on the mic here, we're gonna round out this men's roster here. Maybe we go. Nah, we're gonna go with the men's roster again. We're gonna round this out, and we're going to draft the man who almost shocked the world last Sunday, and that is Mr. Underutilized, underappreciated by one Tony Khan. He is all ego. His name is Ethan Page.
Underutilized my ass. His last
Interesting.
match in AEW was a title match for the world heavyweight or the world title, so he was utilized just fine. But anyways,
How long ago was that match?
6 or 8 months ago, maybe less than that, right before he broke out of his contract that he said his contract expired, but he lied and actually was able to come to some agreement to get out of his contract. Anyways, I digress. There's so many good wrestlers on this board that are still left to go, and this guy has not been picked. And earlier, WAVYD picked a wrestler with a valet, and so I'm going to do the same. So give me, you talk about underutilized, WWE underutilized, this motherfucker. Give me Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana right here. And then I think I need another tag team to just round out.
If you need a second to think, I can make a statement for you.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Now, I just want to point out that the AEW World Champion has been so badly booked that he has fell to the 16th round of the all promotions draft. He was the last main world champion selected. You had WWE,
Moxley has not been
NXT, TNA, Sorry, all the American promotions.
Would you even say TNA is American? They're Canadian.
No, they're American.
You
They're
know, you-
American-ish.
They're based in Canada, though.
North American
you-
promotions.
You
Fair
guys
enough.
just helped me make my next pick. Thank you so much for helping me, because I'm picking, and you talk about bang for your buck. I'm talking about bang, bang, bang. Blackpool Combat Club, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, John Moxley, and Wheeler Yuta.
All right, so Wavy D literally, I guess, read my mind, because I was about to say the same thing. Like, how bad does your world champion gotta be that they fall below fucking Jamaican Joe? You got everyone from NXT basically that's been on TV has been drafted. You got a guy that hasn't wrestled in almost like a year in Omega on the board here. You got people like Athena going top 2, but your world champion's 16th.
Even
Crazy.
you, James, picked Lola Vice and Logan Paul.
Right.
Before Source Strickland.
Right. But we're gonna continue adding to my team here. This is to me a nice value pick. Someone who I believe has been not booked well, in my opinion. Someone who should win the women's Money in the Bank. She's not going to, but she should. We're going to continue to break apart what Cody did earlier with Io Sky. We're going to continue to break apart Damage Control. Just picking this one person, and that is Dakota Kai.
Boo. All right.
Just for clarification, Swerve Strickland was my 15th overall pick, not 16th.
It'd be like that sometimes. So, to carry on the drafting the women, to carry on this little thing right here, I'm taking. Oh, which one would I take? Because I think I might take women with my next 3 picks. I'm thinking my last 3 picks might take all women. The first woman I will take is someone who should be appreciated more from AEW. Someone who should be booked more. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she's injured. I think they have no plans for her. I'm taking Dr. Britt Baker.
That's Dr. Brittany Baker to you, my sir.
Britt Baker.
Man, oh man, you guys are making this one a little bit harder for me to see who I want to go with the next pick here. I'm actually going to pick a faction, as long as we're still together, because I don't watch WWE religiously, so help me out with this. I'm actually wanting to take the entire faction. I basically pick people who are about to break up and still cut them together. But with this, another value pick here, I'm going to take the valet as well as the manager and the entire group. The Final Testament with Karrion Kross, Paul Ellering, Scarlett, and is it AOP that's among that group as well?
Yep.
I'm going to take the Final Testament.
Not a bad pick.
And that's quite funny. If I'm the New Day, I'm running because they're going to split you apart just like they are on Monday Night Raw. So
Fine.
Cody doesn't even watch the product, but he's lying because he literally just put the Final Testament and New Day on the same roster. So he's over here lying.
I promise you, I really don't. That's just how it works. It's really, man, there is a minimum of 3 tag teams, and I got 5 right here. I'm gonna wait to pick a final tag team, but I'm actually gonna round out one more women on this roster. And you guys talking about your world champions being booked very badly. I mean, gosh, Lee, how did we forget about this one being on here? And yeah, we're going to play. We're going to break. I mean, I did pick one of the other. so that's me. But it was to prove a point, and my point got proven that one of your women's champions got picked all the way down here. We're going to take Bailey here and round out what I think it might be one of the strongest women's divisions in the entire world right here. But welcome on Bailey on over to the.
To be fair, the entire SmackDown show, in my opinion, is just kind of ass right now. So, but I do agree Bailey has been set this title run. The whole SmackDown women's roster is kind of weak, but that's what happens when you put your best two of the roster in the tag division. So.
Bailey has an issue where she's a better chaser than champion.
Yeah, that's kind of Moxley's problem and Cody's problem, and well, yeah, you get the point.
So Bailey was on my short list of people. I thought about Bailey all the way back when I took Roxanne Perez, but I just, I couldn't pull a trigger on Bailey right now just because her finisher is fucking garbage. I'm a man of finishers. And speaking of finishers, here's a wrestler that I want to finish. You know what I'm saying? All right. We're taking the woman who should still be your TBS champion because she freaking carried that match and she got over, but Mercedes Moné had to come over and take her Triple H shovel and bury the fuck out of this girl. I'm taking the best women's wrestler on AEW, all right? The most over women's wrestler on AEW, all right? I'm taking the friendly giant, Willow Nightingale.
Look, you just add Nia Jackson, you're gonna have the pound for pound the heaviest women's division on this board. But no, you know what's crazy is Mercedes James over here boosting her every single. Oh, she's the greatest thing. Where's she at? Why you ain't draft her yet? That's not my pick. I don't want her. But we're gonna add a tag team here. We're going to add the 3-time Heritage Cup champion, his main man Mensa, Miss Jackson, and the most improved woman in wrestling, Lash Legend, my guys at Metaphor.
Metaphorically speaking, who the fuck are these people?
Watch on Tuesdays and you'll find out.
I'd rather watch a better product on Wednesdays. Continue.
So you said Lash Legend, Mensa. Who else?
Yeah, so Noam Dar, Aura Mensa, Jakara Jackson, and Lash Legend.
Lash LaRue. Is this the first family from WCW? The Raging Cajun?
All right, y'all, we're getting to the nitty gritty of this draft. And I told you, it's time for some spoilers, some unexpected picks to come at the back end of the draft. And I planned this perfectly because I knew, honestly, you guys weren't going to be even in the same stratosphere as me when it comes to some of these wrestlers. And so this might not be people that you can hear on a day-to-day basis. They're not on TV regularly. They're still paying their dues. They're on the indie scene. But we got to give love and support to those busting their butts and support indie wrestling. And so, with this next pick, I'm going to pick probably my favorite independent lady in the entire world.
Sorry, 60 seconds are up. Next pick.
Well, it would be my pick. Anyways.
No. You forfeit one pick.
No, sir. Give me Western New York's finest right here, Christina Marie. And then
Sounds like one of my friends' wife's name.
And then we're keeping the train rolling on Western New York's finest. Everybody stand up, put your hands up, and dance with me for Daniel Garcia.
That's actually a solid pick for a latter round. I'm not gonna lie.
Again, I don't want to ever hear you again tell me how Mercedes Moné is the greatest thing in wrestling when you pick a nobody who sounds like she came off of a XXX rated site over her. Who the fuck is Christina Marie? Anyways, we are going to add here. We're going to round out, make our final men's pick here. And this is going to be a late addition to my draft board. I did not expect him to be on the list this far down. I expected this to go pretty quickly, so I didn't add him. But now he's back. All you got to do is say his name. Joe Hendry.
All right.
So sorry, I was muted. I was eating chips and I want to chew into the mic. Joe Hendry, while he is a good name, he's not quite there yet. I'm just joking. He's over. He's over. I can't find his wrestler's name. I wanted to take an indie wrestler, but I cannot find his name. He was on the AEW Dark a couple times. His name was something along the name of Showtime or whatever.
Showtime Eric Young.
No. He's a younger black wrestler. He was on the indie scene all over TikTok, and he made a couple appearances on AEW last year. I can't find his name. I wanted to draft you. If I figure out your name by Tuesday, I'll give you a shout out on the show. But I can't think of it right now. Now I do need one more women's wrestler, so I can have the mandatory 5 minimum. So right now I got Willow, Britt, Jordan, and Roxanne as far as singles women's wrestlers. Oh. Now, this lady has been gone from programming for a little bit, okay? But when she's here, she is a fucking powerhouse, and she deserves the respect, all right? No front, all back. We're taking Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay. All right. I'm going to pencil in my next 2 picks here. I'm going to type them in as well, and I'm going to add to my men's division here with the first of my 2 picks. We're going to go with a guy that's entertaining as hell and is over in the crowd and would be a very, very nice addition to the KCW. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy in the morning some freshly squeezed orange juice. So let's bring over Orange Cassidy to the mix. And then the very next pick, I'm going to round out my tag teams here and finish that up. We're going to get yet another entertaining tag team. It's going to be a little controversial, but you know what? You need that to kind of get some noise talking, some buzzing happening, and we're going to let these guys go to work and just do what they do best. I'm going to take the entire Acclaimed, Daddy Ass, Anthony Bowens, and Max Caster.
I like that pick. I like that. Oh my! Oh no! Wait. Sorry, you said the Acclaimed and who else?
Orange Cassidy.
Oh, Orange Cassidy. And which pick are we on right now? 19th?
Round 19. You are up on the clock, sir.
That'd be
Okay.
correct. This is pick 19. You got Cody's got one. Everyone else has two more to go.
All right. So I found the wrestler on TikTok that I was thinking of, but I'm not going to take him yet. I need a quality pick here at pick 19. So I'm going through. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. So I got enough. I got enough tag teams. Got enough women. My singles men's wrestlers. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I only got 4 singles men's wrestlers that aren't involved in factions. So I
Get that
need.
fifth one.
And the other guy, he will fall into that 5th spot, but I gotta take someone. I gotta take a name. I gotta take a big name. Ooh. All right, we're only taking this guy because he draws. Okay, he might got one more run in him, but this guy draws.
Draws in which way? Because Eugene's a really good drawer.
No, he puts fans in the crowd, butts in seats, and even the rumor of him gets butts in seats. All right, we're taking Brock Lesnar.
Nice. That's a
It's
solid
crazy.
pick.
It's crazy that we're in a world where Brock Lesnar falls
Right.
the 19th round.
What's
of
also crazy is how I had I really had a feeling that someone was going to draft the entire bloodline, because I would have included Roman in the bloodline, because he technically is still, because story hasn't told us he hasn't been, but they haven't been picked yet. That just tells, Cody has Jay and Roman, but the rest of them, can't really draw much of anything. Not all to say that is I'm not going to pick them, but we're going to round out our women's roster here, and I'm looking at about 5 names that I wrote down here that I can pick from, and then I remembered one that I didn't write down that still hasn't been picked. So this is going to be a last-minute addition to the board. We're going to welcome. What time is? Oh, it's Tiffy time.
Oh,
Tiffany Stratton.
I thought about her earlier. He slipped my mind. Crap. I think it was when you were drafting Kalani Jordan. I thought of Tiffany Stratton. I just fucking forgot about her.
All right, James, round out your final 2 picks. Who you going to reach for this time?
I'm looking at my team, and it's pretty strong, if I do say so myself. And I'm just missing one tag team. So now let me do a search for a second here. Make sure I have everybody, because it's a pretty large faction, but I only want. Oh yeah. That's the team I want right here. Give me now. The Bullet Club is broken up into multiple factions, and I only want one piece of that faction, and that is the Bullet Club War Dogs. And it's a pretty big faction, because it's David Finlay, Clark Connors, Drilla Maloney, Jake Lee, Gabe Kidd, Gato, and Alex Coughlin. And when you talk about bang for your buck, you can't get a better 19th round pick to fill that many spots, to have that big of a faction. Bullet Club War Dogs coming in clutch. And now I'm on my last pick. And I'm
Did
down.
you say in that faction was the name Balls Mahoney, Alex Baloney? What was his name?
All right. You want me to go
Quite
through it one
understand
more
that
time? You want me to go through one more
No,
time?
I'm just no. Continue on. Nope.
Okay.
Please don't.
Please
This-
don't. We're good. Continue on. We're almost through with this. Come on, son.
So I'm down to 2 people. And
You're only down to 1 pick.
I have 1 pick to go. And I have a pretty solid men's roster. I have a pretty solid women's roster. But I think my women's roster is a little bit more well-rounded than my men's roster. So I'm going to take, you know what? Nah, I'm going to swap it up. I'm going to take the woman that I wanted. Give me the CEO, Mercedes Monet. By the way, if I could have an extra pick, I was considering Eddie Kingston in the slot as well, but I'll go Mercedes Monet.
The part that you have Mercedes Monet and Eddie Kingston ranked on the same level tells you everything you need to know about Mercedes Monet.
All right, so we're here making our final pick here. You know, after an hour of interlude over here, that gave me some time to sit and contemplate this. Do I add another tag team? I don't think I need another tag team. We got 5 of them. I think our women's roster is really good, but we're going to round out this men's roster final pick. And what kind of host of my show would I be if I don't get some big, meaty men who like to slap meat? And so we're going to add Bronson Reed. Big Bronny is coming to the roster.
Okay. Now, there are 2 guys that I'm surprised are still in the draft pool. Okay. Now, these 2 guys in any other universe would have already been picked. But, you know, I was kind of trolling a little bit with a few of my picks in the middle of the draft. But luckily, there's a loophole where I can select both guys. Give me Team RKO, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens.
That's
They
a
fought,
really good.
Man.
they fought for the
that's
tag
a
team
steal.
titles.
That is a steal of a pick right there. Really good pick.
My last pick was coming down to 3 people, and Kevin Owens was on that list. So you helped me kind of narrow that down a little bit. Very, very good pick. So you stole the last one of my picks, I thought. Okay. So this last pick, I need somebody that's going to come in and looking for a fight that's going to challenge anybody in that men's division, and I've got 2 people on my list, but I'm going to go with this guy because I feel like he just adds a lot more flair for the show that I think he could help us out a little bit.
Ric Flair?
Be contender for the titles. No, not him.
Finley?
Just kidding. Finland, that's a good one right there. If I could get Harley Race, that'd be great. We're gonna round up the draft.
David
Last
Flair.
pick with the draft. Not David Flair, not even close. Can I get the ringmaster? We're gonna go with Samoa Joe as the final pick.
You want Chris
And, round down.
The funny thing about Cody's draft is that he started the draft with the Samoan named Joe, and he ends the draft with the Samoan named Joe.
Just Mr. Consistent over here.
Nice.
Just call me that.
Good pick.
Thank you.
Now we're at the part of the show where we're about to wrap up, but I want to give everybody, because we're going to leave this to the social media team and the Discord to decide who had the best draft. But let's play politician. You got 2 minutes a person. We're going to start. We're going to go in draft order. Cody, why is your team the best?
Before you start this, Cody, we're gonna hold you to the 2 minutes, you dummy, because you're the only one that's gonna go past it. James, I'm speaking to.
Yeah. Listen, I think the top and bottom, this roster is stacked. We've got a stacked men's division, a stacked women's division, a great tag team, and some factions mixing between that. I just think top to bottom, between all the heavyweights, the people that can do great on the mic, do great in the ring, promos, great stories. I think that we've got an overall really well balanced roster over here for the KCW. Yeah, I think this would be the winner in my book. Yeah, that's all I got.
You want to go next, James?
Wavy D, it's your turn, my friend.
All right. Now, as for Wavy D Wrestling Association, Alliance, for the Wavy Wrestling Alliance, I think that I drafted a pretty gosh darn good team right here. All right. First off, we got people who sell tickets. All right. We got people who put butts in seats. We got promotion. Okay. We got I got people for the casuals. All right. I got Bianca and Jade. All right. The faces of the women's division right now over on WWE. Bianca. All right. She's a WrestleMania mainstay. I got Cody Rhodes, who's the current champion, who main events WrestleManias, back-to-back Manias. All right. Sell tickets. He's the highest merchandise seller over there. I got Seth Rollins. All right. Even though he dresses weird, the fans love him. And when he comes back, he's going to be coming for those titles. I got MJF, who is the most casual person over on the AEW side, who sells the most tickets on AEW. So I got the biggest ticket sellers on WWE versus the biggest ticket sellers in AEW. I got, not only do I have current elite talent, I got younger talent too that are going to carry the promotion in the days to come, whether it be the Judgment Day of JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio, whether it be Chase University, and Jordan Grace and Wes Lee, Willow Nightingale. All right. I got people who are built for the future. And not only do I have the in-ring wrestling skills, I got people who can speak on a microphone. All right. I got promo people who can tell stories. I also got character workers like Chase University, great character workers. And not only do I have your brawlers, your submission specialists, I have your high flyers. Just wait for the LWO versus Death Triangle in that TLC ladder match coming up next month. All right. It's going to go crazy over here. And I also got mainstays like Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens. I got household names. So we're out here. We cover all bases.
All right. So come on over here to the WETOODEEP Promotions, Queen City Pro Wrestling. You know that's where we're going, as we just lost Cody again. But let's why brag about what I have when I could tell you what they don't have, right? What don't I have? Well, I have a solid roster, but if you want a roster that's full of when you turn on the show and you're like, who is this guy? That guy in the middle right there, James, you can go to his show. If you want to go to a show that is full of old talent, the kings of yesteryear, you can go to Cody's show and see Roman Reigns. Hey, Roman's still good, but it's past his time. Becky, it's past your time. Omega, it's past your time, right? If you want to, I'm not gonna lie, Wavy D, he started off pretty strong here. He did, but then you look towards the bottom here, and you're like, Death Triangle. I don't really know. I don't care. Jamaica Joe. I get it. It's a nice little talent that can put a little bit of spice in the show, but we got a solid roster. That is, he's talking about future. Let's talk about future. We got Trick, Braun, Sol Ruka, Obafemi, Kalani Jordan, Carmelo Hayes, Metaphor, Joe Hendry, Tiffany Stratton. We're here for the long haul. We're planning to run this thing, but at the same time, we got a mix of the casuals, what the casuals want with the entertainment and the talking and the telling of the stories, but we're gonna put on really, really, really good matches. We're gonna have Rhea and Charlotte again. Always gonna be a good match. We're gonna have Rhea and Kalani, Rhea and Tiffany, Rhea and Soul. Mix all of those up, right? You got the Bang Bang Gang, Alpha Academy, the System, Metaphor out here gonna put on a solid tag team division. And that men's roster is just it's we're gonna run this thing back, and it's wonderful. It's good. We're gonna win this thing, and just for a little bit of bonus points, I'm the only one that didn't have to think about where he was going, and because I had a color coded sheet here, and Wavy D, I had 12 listed in orange here, which were my must-haves. The only two that I couldn't get were OTM and Bianca and Jade as a tag team, and Wavy D took both of them. So we're gonna have a little grudge on Tuesday when because I almost had a perfect draft from my planning. But James, I'll give you your time now.
I'd like to start this off by saying y'all like to talk trash about Swerve's being picked 15th and Mercedes picked 20th. As far as I believe, there's only one main champion that didn't get drafted, and that's your Intercontinental champion, Sami Zayn. He's still on the board. Didn't get picked at all. But anyways, why is my team better than the rest? Well, it's pretty simple. Because it's where the best wrestlers are. Will Ospreay, Shota Umino, Drew McIntyre, Tetsuya Naito, Logan Paul, Daniel Garcia. But then we throw in some blood and guts with the Blackpool Combat Club and Bullet Club War Dogs. We have a really solid, really good pro wrestling centric women's division led by Athena and Liv Morgan, Mina Shirakawa and Mariah May. Add in Christina Marie for that spice, the courageous one. Western New York's the best. And then Boston's finest, Mercedes Moné. And then for just the fun of it, a little bit of ass shaking from Lola Vice. And we got the best damn tag teams in the league, FTR and Motor City Machine Guns. And that's why, if you love pro wrestling, my team is your team. Vote for me. And that's where we'll end it here. Again, thank you to the guys at W. Code at the bottom, W.GG code Beyond the Yard. Links in the description for everywhere. Join our Discord group so that way you can vote for who had the best draft. And here, I was planning on maybe building like roster graphics, but there's way too damn many people to put on one graphic. People would have to be left off. So I'm just going to screenshot this piece that I put together with the color codes, put it in the Discord, then put a poll up. Whoever gets the most points, the most votes in the Discord and on the social media page wins. Next week we'll talk about it. Any last words before we let you guys go?
Make sure y'all tune in every Wednesday morning / Tuesday night for the Slappy Meat Wrestling podcast by your boy We Too Deep, co-hosted by DJWAVYD. All right, it is where the best podcasts. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. We you know, we do a little bit of what my team has here, a little bit of that casual spice, a little bit of that hardcore, a little bit more hardcore than most casuals are. If that describes you, if you like wrestling but you don't take it too serious, come listen to the Slap and Meat Wrestling podcast, where we have a really good time Tuesday nights, early Wednesday mornings, depending on how long we go. Me and him do a show Fridays. It's my solo episode, sort of like what James does here. And so just check out for that. It'll be sometime Friday afternoon that'll come out. Like I said earlier, it's going to be about the bloodline and why it's kind of boring, why they didn't end up getting drafted, basically. So yeah, that's how I'll end that there.
Well, thank y'all for coming on today. Thank everybody for watching. If you stayed in and joined us on the show, if you listened to the audio, 5-star reviews on Spotify and Apple Music would be really appreciative. But until next time, here on the Beyond the Junkyard podcast, I am your host, JYJ, aka J Nice. We'll see you next week with another episode.
Brother,